Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I have a lot to cover, to bring to you, some of which maybe you are already aware of, some of which perhaps you are not. Again, we will be connecting the dots. And I want to say before we go into the topics today that my intention on this channel is to invite you to do your own research and to use your own critical thinking. I am not here to tell you what to believe, who to trust and who not to trust. I am just presenting to you side of things in a way that probably you will not see too often. You can see it if you look for it, but again, you choose what you believe in. The underlying theme, no surprise, will be very much the same as in my latest videos that I have been doing for a number of months now. So guys, what do I have for you today? We're going to start with Maria Zakharova, the spokeswoman for the Russian Federation, and her addressing the Epstein files and children being abused in the West. We're going to start with this. Then we're going to go to, we still stay on the same topic. We're going to go to Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner and their new investment, this time not in Gaza, but in Albania. And with that, we're going to look into the government of Albania, who is there, who is the prime minister, and what he is up to, what is his vibe. Also, we're going to look at this land in Albania that they want to bring the development to project to their investment that already has been approved, by the way, by the Albanian government. And also, we're going to hear a few words from Vance about the New World Order, and I have a few more things. So I hope you stay all the way to the end because there is a lot of things to go through. As always, before we start, huge thank you to Laurie and James for your support and your donations on PayPal. And to anyone who is purchasing my book, make sure to check your email. This is my book. If you're ordering it, I send you an email asking for your mailing address. So just make sure to check it out and get back to me with your address. All right, let's start. So let's go to Zakharova first. Let's play this video. This will be originally in Russian, but you have English translation there. So let's take a listen to what she had to say. I think it was from yesterday. So this is very, very new.
Файлы Эпштейна, которые были опубликованы в эти дни в количестве 3,5 миллионов материалов, наглядно это демонстрирует. Теперь мы знаем, как западная элита относится к детям, в том числе к своим детям. Да, в общем-то, им, наверное, теперь уже и без разницы. Что они с ними делают, вы видите сами. Что вы хотите от тех, кто годами, десятилетиями подвергал детей насилию, развращал и буквально делал это на потоке, включая все новых и новых как жертв этого разврата в виде несовершеннолетних, так и взрослых, мотивируя их соответственными продвижениями по политической карьере. Вот они стоят за киевским режимом. Вот они дают киевскому режиму колоссальные средства на убийство детей, мирного населения, на в том числе легализацию на территории Украины, как это было сделано в 2022 году Зеленским, черной трансплантологии за счет упрощения процедуры изъятия органов у людей, даже без их согласия. Адский конгломерат. Но ведь посмотрите, 3 февраля в Киеве объявился генсекретарь НАТО Рюте. Он отметился очередным агрессивным заявлением о том, что после достижения мирного соглашения на Украине сразу же там, на территории этой когда-то благополучной страны или региона, появятся некие войска, вооружение, авиация и морские военные силы от так называемой коалиции желающих. Все это, конечно, неприкрытый план осуществления иностранной военной интервенции. Вот так это надо называть. Для нас это категорически неприемлемо. Россия неоднократно заявляла, что размещение войск Запада
Okay, we will not continue because this is not about the troops now. It's my focus, why I decided to play this video with her, is about her addressing the Epstein files and the abuse of children that was and still is taking place in the West. So I want to say a few things here because many of you know, for a long time, I was absolutely supporting Russia. Now I have changed my opinion. However, what she said is truth. Yet there are layers to it, right? Because what she's saying is obvious, that's the truth. But let's ask ourselves this question. Let's connect the dots, because a lot of people think, oh yeah, she said it, so everything they do is good and whatever the West does is bad. The evil is running this world in a way that you cannot be deceived by how they present to you things. I'm not saying they abuse children, absolutely not. What I'm saying is that they are still connected to the same demonic, satanic people as those who were controlling Epstein and, you know, coming from you know where, the country that should not be mentioned. So where I'm going with this, let's just go back to Ghislaine Maxwell father, Robert Maxwell, okay? I recorded the video about this already before, but we're gonna go to it and then we go to Putin for a moment. So, as you know, Ghislaine Maxwell, who was the lover, assistant, girlfriend, whoever, many functions, many positions she held near Epstein, she's now in jail. And she's now practicing Jewish practices because I think the treatment is better if she's doing that. Regardless, we're gonna go to her father, Robert Maxwell. I recorded a video about this, so you might go back and find it again, check it out. So let's read this, guys, because again, this is very important. And it's because of Chabad Lubavitch. Again, it's very important. I want to show you how to connect those dots. Robert Maxwell and his connection to Chabad Lubavitch centers on his late life financial support for the movement humanitarian initiatives. So this is the same satanic movement, Elohim worshipper movement, that Jared Kushner and many people in Trump's administration are part of. Particularly those involving the rescue and resettlement of Jewish children. And the story about the Chernobyl children airlift is something that was mentioned in my video as well. And I think he even met with the Rebbe. So you know that Rebbe that anointed Netanyahu, right? Okay, why I'm saying this is because when you have Maria Zakharova talking about the abuse of children in the West. Let me just find the right, I have so many today. Open, okay. When she talks about it, she is absolutely right. She says the truth. But Rabbi Lazar and Chabad Lubavitch, who is frequently visiting Putin, and Putin has a very close relationship with him, why she does not talk about that this is exactly the same satanic organization, Elohim worshippers. This is the same organization that is involved in very nefarious things. And Ghislaine Maxwell's father, Robert Maxwell, was very close to this organization and supporting them financially and helping those children in Chernobyl. So why she does not talk about it? So you see, I am now really looking at everything like, let's not do double standards, because we either have this or we have this. And that's why I changed my opinion completely, because I don't trust any government. And I just want to emphasize, you decide who you believe in. Now let's go to another believer in Chabad Lubavitch, and that is Jared Kushner, and of course his wife Ivanka Trump, because she converted into Judaism. So let's look into them. First, let's look at the article. Let me just find it, guys. And you have to be very patient with me today because I have a lot of links. I think we're gonna look here first. Okay. So let's go to the beginning. Trump's family eyes pristine Albanian coast villagers cry. As Trump's family eyes pristine Albanian coast, villagers cry fall. Okay, what is this about? So they were interested, and this already has been approved. I'm gonna read the official statement. In investing in Albania. They have visited Zvernec, or Zvernec, I don't know how to pronounce it, on January 21st and 22nd, just north of Flora. I'm gonna show you the video with this place. And Ivanka took photos and lit candles at the island monastery of St. Mary and dined in a Vlora restaurant with Albania's Prime Minister Edi Rama. So I think this is Christian place. I'm not sure. This is not Jewish Orthodox place. So now, what is this deal about? Let's read this, guys. Let's read how much money they want to invest, and then we will look into the Prime Minister, so the government of Albania that has approved that deal. Ivanka Trump and her husband, Jared Kushner, have received official approval from the Albanian government to proceed with a $1.4 billion luxury resort development on Sazan Island. I'm going to show you the location of it in a moment. The project, which was greenlighted on December 30th, 2024, by Prime Minister Edi Rama, marks a major step in their transition into luxury hotel development. So this island, called Sazan Island, here are the property details. It's a former Soviet and Cold War military base. The couple plans to transform the uninhabited 1,400-acre island into a world-class destination featuring luxury villas and hotel management by ultra-luxe Aman brand. Zvernec coastline, a second planned project in southern Albania, involves building a complex of villas and hotels in the coastal area of Zvernec, or Zvernec, I'm sorry if I mispronounce, near the city of Vlore. And investment vehicle, the developments are being funded through Kushner's private equity firm, Affinity Partners, which is backed significantly by sovereign wealth funds from the Middle East. So there is a controversy here, of course. Now, let me show you where is this island. And then a little bit how it looks like, that monastery that she visited. So Sazan Island, when you look at the map, let me zoom out a little bit so you have an idea. You have Greece, you have Croatia, Serbia, Italy. Now we're going to focus on Albania. You see Albania is right here, and this is the island. So let me zoom even closer. Here is the island where I'm circulating. Here is the city of Vlore, okay? So they already approved They are taking over this entire island here. Okay, now let's look at the short video. How beautiful is there? So we have an idea. Such a beautiful area. So this is the monastery that she has visited and took pictures at. Beautiful place, very beautiful. Okay, so now, who is the Prime Minister? Who is the Prime Minister of Albania? Who approved this? Well, I tell you one thing for sure. I'm gonna play a video with him as well. This is the Prime Minister of Albania. Can I open this in a full picture? Here we go. Edi Rama. This is the Prime Minister. I don't have to say more. I think this is the image. And I tell you, there are a few questions that you ask yourself. Have they been to the wall, and do they have any connections to Chabad Lubavitch? Even if you don't come across connections to Chabad Lubavitch, when you see them at the wall, you know already what's going on. So now let's take a listen to this very interesting video. This Prime Minister who approved that deal was very recently in Israel, talking to Israelis, talking at the Israeli parliament, and I think Netanyahu was there as well. So just take a listen how he is expressing himself, let's put it this way.
Mr. Prime Minister, Mr. Lapid, ladies and gentlemen of the Knesset, I could not find better words with which to begin my own address and to steady my breath against the very real emotion I knew I would feel in this very special place. And if Mossad had not yet informed you, I can inform you that my knees are trembling. And there is another reason my knees are trembling. I knew it. To be fully sincere with you, I also knew that speaking here would feel like a speech delivery exam, having to deliver it in front of one of the top 5 speakers in the world, at least in my own chart, Prime Minister.
Enough embarrassment, enough. I've seen ass kissing before, but this is the top so far. This is the Albanian Prime Minister telling Netanyahu, hey, you are one of the best speakers. You know what he means, right?
Hey, I don't blame him. Netanyahu is one of the best speakers because he's the best liars out there. If not number 1, number 2 after the Orange Man. Yeah, because without lying, they don't exist. That's how they are professional liars.
Ass kissing. Well, next level. Learn ass kissing from this guy. This is why we need to be clear. Governments don't represent its people. These motherflowers like this guy does not represent his own people. He represents himself. This is something we need to be all clear.
Sure. Mr. Prime.
And the guy is right. I don't think there is a single government in the world that fully represents the citizens, the people. Okay? So that Prime Minister was the one who approved and signed and absolutely welcomed the new deal that Jared Kushner and Ivanka Trump proposed. So this is not just about the money. This is also about what kind of influence, energy comes with it, right? Just think in that terms. Like Nikola Tesla said, if you want to understand the universe, things in terms of energy. I'm paraphrasing, of course. So let's go to J.D. Vance and a few words from him about the New World Order from an interview with Megyn Kelly, who I'm not a big fan of. Nevertheless, let's take a listen. And thank you for your patience today, guys, because I have to really find the right video for you.
About whether there's a massive shift happening now in terms of world alliances long term.
Well, it's definitely, I think, a new world order. I think the president has sought to it. There's a new world order in trade. There's a new world order in globalization and the way that we invest in our economy versus, foreign supply chains. There's a new world order, and that the president is willing to shake up some old alliance structures. I mean, NATO, I think, is much different because of the president's leadership than it was 10 years ago. It was sort of coasting. It was effectively a protectorate of the United States of America. Obviously, you saw what happened in Venezuela. So yeah, the president is putting a stamp on world history, but fundamentally in an America first way. Yeah.
And there's a real question about whether there's a massive shift happening.
So the massive shift, the New World Order, fundamentally in America. So here is a few words from someone else, what he has to say about America.
The United States have no future. That's it. There's no other way of explaining it. Edom, which is America, is going to be destroyed. There's a lot of prophecies. If you want to go just for two of them to see, one of them is in the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, and the other one is the book of Jeremiah 49. You'll see the destruction of Edom. So really, the United States of America is destined to crash miserably. What matters is that the fact is that the land of Edom, the United States, is going to be destroyed, and it's going to start with economy, and then it's going to lead after that to many other things. At the end of the day, Hashem is the one who's going to control everything, and it doesn't matter who he's going to put at the head of the United States to bring it down. It doesn't matter. The United States have no future.
So do you see the irony of this? This is actually the energy that they are supporting, okay? This is the energy that is... let me just show you this. Let me just show you this because I don't want to speak about it. Yeah, I should put this video on my Patreon. I think the next one will be on my Patreon. Let me just find this drawing here. Yeah, I mean, this kind of summarizes the situation, yeah? Okay? Like, do I have to speak about it? No, I don't. All right, one more thing. From 1928. Let's look at this, guys. I found this post and there's a lot of things. It's like the vicious cycle that's going on. This was published in 1928, and I'm going to go to the author of it in a moment, to the journalist. It's from the Century magazine. It's written by Eli Revash. And it says, the goy we see with relief will never know the real blackness of our crimes. And here you have this octopus. You know what is this? And you have education system, finance, agriculture, industry, religion, and government. So pretty much chop off the tentacles, vote and buy Gentile. So who is this guy? I actually looked into him, was wondering if this is fake or what. But, you know, there is a lot of articles in the archives that will be coming out more and more. So here is, where do I have it? Right here, Marcus, what is his name? Let's read this. Marcus Eli Ravash, who was in short called Max Eli Ravash, or Ravich, was born in Romania, I think. A Romanian-born Jewish American writer and journalist who divided his life between the United States and France. So he was writing to this, for this newspaper, or for this magazine. And here it says, you know, because this is Wikipedia, so it says propagandist abuse since the Nazi era. And he was writing about this stuff. The Century magazine published his essays in 1928. Yeah, so that's a real post. I think that's all I have for you. Let me double check. Yes, I think that's all I have for you today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for being open-minded. I will attach all the links down below in the description box. Just scroll down under the video. And when you see any kind of news that you come across, try to step away from it and don't act on the first impulse sometimes, because there is more to the story. If something tells you that it's off, it's off. There is no pure white side and there is no pure black side. It's all muddy, bloody, pretty much. That's how I see it. So sometimes, you know, you have to do a little bit more research that takes your energy. But here I am. So thank you so much for all your support, hitting thumbs up, subscribing, sharing the videos, and being open-minded. Not my place to tell you, you still love absolutely Russia's government, then it's your choice. I don't believe in any government anymore. I believe in other things that are valuable and important. Any structure like that, any system like this is not there to make your life better, but to control and to abuse. Any system pretty much like that abuses people in this way, more or less. It abuses people because ultimately it's all about power, holding on to that power and control and money. So in one word, greed and energy harvesting. Thank you, guys. If you choose to support my work, the best way is to become my Patreon member or local supporter. You can donate on PayPal as well, or purchase my book for children. The link is down below the video as well in the description box. If you have Instagram, follow me there. I would appreciate it. The link is also attached. And yes, I will be posting before the end of this week another video on Patreon. So stay tuned for that. I decided to do something a little different. So before I end this, I want to share with you. I want to go through some countries that are not yet fully, let's say, under the blue-white colors, right? Influence, like completely. And I want to do a little research, for example, like Brazil or some other places. How does it look like at this moment? Who is in power? Who is going to the wall? Who is not? But I want to put it on Patreon just because, like I told you, I feel better. And I think I'm going to go through certain countries and regions in Asia as well to see how strong is the influence there. So that's all for today. Thank you so much. Lots of love. And remember, we are the leading edge and we are saving humanity. And I see you in another video. Or if you want to join me on Patreon, you will see me there as well. Bye, everyone.